Right, we have a few last things to do to finish up on the wall, or objects of the wall. One of the things we have to take care of is when Zool crawls off the bottom of the wall but still hanging in midair. What do? We should let go and fall, and that's what we're trying to do here. So we're going to go into objects of the wall, and we're going to go look again at the keyboard down event. We're going to add some code here. Here, what we're saying is we want to make sure we're on the wall, and if we are, we're climbing. But we need to put an else to say there is no wall there below us, and we're moving there next. What do? Well, here then, we just want to do an instance change. So we say instance change. And we'll change into object Zool air. And we do want to perform events, which means we do want to call the create event of the thing we're changing to and the story event if there was one of the things we're changing from. That's what that true means. And that should let us let go of the wall. Let me save that and try that. See? Alright, so here's Zool. The wall to test it on would be over here. We cling. We get to the bottom, we should let go. Instead of just hanging there, it'll let go for us. We're going to have to jump off of it. Okay, so that works. Slowly but surely we're getting the behavior we want out of Zool. It just takes a little time. Alright, next we're going to look at the keyboard up event. And this one's kind of tricky. So back to the wall. Keyboard up. Here too we'll place an else action. So what do we do if there's not a wall above us? Well, we'll do a starter block, and then what we want to do is set our vertical speed to -16. So we say vSpeed speed equals -16, which will shoot us up the wall. And then we also want to give it some horizontal speed. So we want to jump. We want to jump in direction we're facing and give it a little horizontal speed in that direction. So here we would say H speed. And this will allow us to get up to the top of the wall. So we just say facing, and that'll be really slow. I think that's enough. And then, before we close it off then, we'll change ourselves into object Zool air. So we say instance change. So we've let go of the wall at this point. Air and true. Alright, let's see if it jumps up to the top now. Alright, so here we are. Jump, jump. I climb up and see how he hops up to the top. I didn't hit the space bar. It automatically did that for us. So we don't get hang in there. We get that close, but then as soon as we get to a certain height, it's going to jump us up. Although I'm not too pleased yet, because I'm hoping that he doesn't hang up there that high. I think we fix that later. We need to start that jump sooner. Okay, we'll have to look at that. Okay, so now to fix that problem, I guess we go to the end step event. So back to wall. Here's the end step event. So far, we're checking to see if there's a wall in the direction we're facing. Let's see what this is supposed to look like. Hang on just a moment. Okay, so we're going to put that code here. We're going to say if not place meeting and again we're going to say x plus facing, but this time we're going to say y minus 20. So we're looking above Zool about 20 pixels to see if there's a wall there, and we're looking for a wall. If there's not, so this is in the case where Zool has jumped maybe and well, Zool's jumped maybe changed to the wall object, but now it's hanging in the air above the top of the platform or top of the wall. What do? Well, we want to scooch him back so he looks a little bit nicer. So we're going to say y minus equals 5. We're just going to move it. Well, we want to go down. Sorry, I guess plus equals. Y is upside down. I think that's what we want. Let me just double check that. Yeah. So we're just adding to y. Close off that block. And simulating this is going to be a challenge. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, so here I am. If I jump into the top of the wall, it's like there. See, his hand is just a little bit above it. But it's now no longer allowing us to jump, which is problematic. So I have to sort that out. Let me work on that. Alright, so I think this is where the problem is. Here, we're checking for -4. We want to change this to -22 because we want to start. We don't want to let it climb if it's within 22 pixels from the top of the wall, because that's our threshold for when we jump over on top of the wall. And so I think that's the change we need. Let's try it. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see. Okay, so I'm on the wall. I get to the top. Yeah, now I go through the transition. Okay, so I just forgot to make that one change, and that allows us to jump up there, and that looks pretty good. One thing I'm trying to do is test jumping into the wall right near the top. I want to make sure it moves us back. And it's so hard to simulate. Because we have to be falling. Oof, tough. Yeah, so here, see how we were falling and it slid us back a little bit? Just so it doesn't look like we're hanging in the air. So I think we've got everything this time. I think our wall is finally done. Yeah, I think it's everything on wall. So anyway, so now we have a pretty good functioning character control. Now the next thing we're gonna look at is ramps, and we'll talk about that in the next video. But I think we're done with Zool, except for ice. Later on we talk about Object Zool ice, but we've done Zool, we've done land, we've done air, and wall. I think all of those are finished.